When we have resolutions on building a good habit, money, or a routine here, the world's big billionaires taking resolutions on increasing the number of rocket productions for his Mars mission. Elon Musk, with many dreams and innovations, which include starting life on Mars, is planning something great for the coming year. Any guesses about what it is? Aren't you excited to know about Elon Musk's crazy New Year's resolutions? Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we will find out Elon Musk's crazy New Year resolutions for 2023. Stay tuned to the end to explore this. Here we go. First, let's look at his resolution, which includes SpaceX. Next year, SpaceX may further increase its already outstanding launch cadence. So far in 2022, SpaceX has launched 39 orbital flights, almost one every 6 days. The ever-increasing total has surpassed the company's previous record of 31 liftoffs in a year, achieved in 2021. However, SpaceX appears to be aiming even higher in 2023, according to Air Technica's Eric Berger, who tweeted Wednesday the business planned to launch 100 missions next year, a rumor that SpaceX founder and CEO Elon Musk quickly confirmed. Yeah, planning for up to 100 flights next year, the billionaire entrepreneur tweeted on Wednesday. Many of the next missions will launch large number of satellites for SpaceX's Starlink broadband system. After all, 25 of SpaceX's 39 launches this year have been dedicated Starlink missions, which plans up to 50 satellites into orbit at once. Yet all Starlink missions have taken off atop SpaceX's workhorse Falcon 9 rocket. But that could change next year. The business is working to have its next-generation spaceflight system, Starship, a massive rocket-Starship combo, up and running as soon as possible. If all three pads could continuously function at their fastest demonstrated turnaround speeds with little to no downtime, they could theoretically accommodate approximately 115 launches per year. Another issue is the availability of SpaceX drone ships. However, the fleet of 3 ships can potentially sustain 100 Falcon 9 landings in a year if each ship can recover 1 booster every 11 days. Of course, achieving such tight margins would necessitate incredibly rigid scheduling with no room for mistakes, possibly a day or less per launch on average. Both feats would be exceedingly spectacular even without major modifications. Adding those hurdles together, launching 100 times in 2023 would necessitate remarkable effort and good fortune, but it's not impossible. Given SpaceX's rapid and significant growth in 2021 and 2022, it's also a plausible goal, far from simple, but definitely within reach with some modest modifications. Finally, Musk's calculations might incorporate a handful of SpaceX's next-generation Starship rocket launchers, making the task much more feasible for Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy. Time will tell, and SpaceX's activity in the final 4 months of 2022 will reveal whether the 100 launch plan for 2023 is achievable. Indeed, the first Starship orbital test flight from Starbase, SpaceX's South Texas facility, might take place within the next several months. Booster 7 and Ship 24, the 2 Starship prototype pieces that will launch on that mission, have recently begun static fire engine tests. The Starship is critical to SpaceX's aspirations. Musk has stated that the fully reusable vessel will be cost-effective enough to make Mars colonization economically possible. In addition, SpaceX will use the massive rocket to launch its massive Starlink version 2 satellites, which will be capable of beaming service directly to cell phones. Another resolution is also just a silly thing. Anyway, it's not about another missile, but surely about a truck. Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla, stated in July that the car maker plans to launch its long-awaited Cybertruck in mid-2023. We're still expecting to be in production with the Cybertruck in the middle of next year, Musk said during Tesla's second quarter earnings call. That product has piqued our interest. It could be our best offering to date. Even though prototypes have been observed on public roads since 2019, details on the much-anticipated Cybertruck have remained few and manufacturing has continually been delayed. During the earnings call with investors, Musk stated that the battery electric truck would benefit from Tesla's knowledge of increasing manufacturing efficiency. With Cybertruck and other goods that we're not quite ready to speak about yet, Musk added, we'll bring another level of simplicity and manufacturing advances that I think will be extremely exciting to announce in the future. Musk stated that the company has been focused on designing and preparing the Cybertruck platform for production. The truck will be manufactured at its $1 billion gigafactory in Austin. The factory, which also doubles as Tesla's headquarters, opened its doors in April to produce the Model Y compact crossover, the country's best-selling electric vehicle. Oh hey, here comes the human brain. From missile to the brain, great improvement, right guys? You'll be forgiven for forgetting that Elon Musk is working on brain implants, in his acquisition of Twitter, sending rockets to Mars, developing self-driving cars, and developing a humanoid robot. Yes, we're talking about microchips that will be placed in people's heads. The aims for Neuralink, like many of Elon Musk's long-term objectives for his projects, are quite lofty. They expect to eventually be able to construct a human-computer interface that will allow us to interact with computers using only our brains. In the short term, the goal is to restore function to patients who have suffered brain or spinal cord injuries. Musk indicated at a recent Neuralink event that the device's early applications might include restoring vision to the blind and allowing paralyzed individuals to walk again. Musk stated in December 2021 that he hoped to use Neuralink implants in human patients in 2022. The device had previously been put through their paces in monkeys, sheep, and pigs. Elon pushed back that schedule in a November 30th presentation, saying he expects Neuralink to be tested in mid-2023. Although Neuralink does not have FDA approval, documentation is being submitted to obtain permission for human testing. Despite Mr. Musk's 2023 target, he stated the FDA would be in charge of human testing. The agency's priority will be the device's safety. How will Neuralink function? Neuralink's basic idea is that it will be able to read our minds. How will it accomplish this? Neuralink, according to its website, will be built to connect the thousands of neurons in our brains. Neurons are the cells that comprise our brain and nervous systems. It's how our mind's message to pick up that glass moves from a notion to physically moving our arm and hand. The idea behind Neuralink is that by connecting to these neurons in our brain, it can interpret and apply messages for us. This would be life-changing for folks with brain injuries or difficulty with motor function. Consider someone with ALS who cannot speak or move their hands freely. Communication can be quite difficult for people in this situation. They might think about what they want to say, and Neuralink would send it through Bluetooth to a smart speaker or another device that would pronounce it for them. It may be possible for people to use their minds to navigate the internet, including ordering groceries and making appointments. If it works as intended, it will be a game-changing technology in the stuff of science fiction movies. We're certain there are no physical constraints to restoring complete body functions, Elon Musk said of those with severed spinal cords. In terms of long-term usage, the options are nearly limitless. It has been proposed that persons with impairments could utilize it to improve their memory and cognitive function by functioning as a bridge between different sections of the brain. As with any cutting-edge technology, there are bound to be many use cases that will only become apparent once the technology is widely adopted. Elon Musk's tunnel construction service company, the Boring Company, plans to develop a high-speed Hyperloop in the coming years. Boring Company will endeavor to develop an operational Hyperloop in the next years, Tesla CEO Elon Musk stated in a tweet. According to known physics, this is the quickest way to get from one city center to another for distance less than 2,000 miles. For longer travels, a spaceship is more efficient, he said. The Boring Company, founded in December 2016, raised $675 million in a funding round last week, raising its worth to $5 billion. It gained preliminary approval in October of last year to construct a transit system that would ferry passengers and Tesla automobiles through a network of tunnels along 1 mile segment beneath Las Vegas. According to the corporation, the redesigned Vegas Loop should be operational this year. Underground tunnels are impervious to surface weather conditions, think subways. Therefore, it wouldn't matter if a hurricane was raging on the surface. You wouldn't even notice, would you? Musk went on to say. Tesla announced last month that it was preparing its Austin, Texas facility for early production of the new model. The project is scheduled to begin in the middle of 2023. We're down to the wire for Cybertruck, Musk stated on a conference call with financial analysts. We are again coming back to his plans regarding Cybertruck. A delayed ramp to full output for the sharp-angled electric truck in the second half of next year would mean Tesla would not be generating revenue until early 2024 for a full quarter of production on a new model viewed as critical to its expansion. It would also mean another year of waiting for hundreds of thousands of potential consumers who have paid $100 to reserve a Cybertruck in one of the most highly anticipated and heavily monitored electric vehicle launches in history. It has not released the final price for the Cybertruck, shown the vehicle's production version, or stated how it would handle the new model's battery supply. Musk unveiled Cybertruck in a 2019 reveal, in which the inventor smashed the indestructible armored glass window. Since then, the business has pushed back the production timeline 3 times, from late 2021 to late 2022 to early 2023 and finally to mid-2023. So here it ends with what you guys think about these resolutions. Will he achieve it or not?